strongest room filler fragrances you can buy, and they're fragrances that are cheaper. Versace EROS Eau de Parfum focuses on the vanilla note. It is a beast mode fragrance. Eau de Parfum is a little bit more expensive than Eau de Toilette. If you want the Eau de Toilette, it has lemon, mint, and green apple, where this has vanilla, tonka, and black pepper. EROS Eau de Parfum will be like, wow, you left the room and you can still smell, or if you left your jacket back at your office, they'll smell you. Stuff like that. The next strongest, longest lasting room filling fragrance that you can buy, even if you're a beginner, it's called Stronger With You Oud. It's a mass appealing oud fragrance. It does have some notes like vanilla and saffron and cinnamon. It's actually by Emporio Armani, found for about $110 to $150. If you are level 1 with like 6-7 fragrances in your collection, you can start off by buying that. If you can't afford it, find Boss Bottled Oud. It's like 40 or 50 bucks. Another mass appealing fragrance that has apple, cinnamon, and oud. Boss Bottled Oud, baby. Find it. If you've ever heard of Kilian Dark Lord, the reason I'm going to tell you this is because this video lists some good room filler fragrances, but there are many out there, and maybe you can suggest a few. It's like, what is your favorite room filling fragrance? I don't care what the price is, but people like to know, like Kilian's Angel Share, what's the cheaper version of that? Kismet Angel, stuff like that. The one I've always had, I don't have it anymore, was called Dark Lord. It was strong, dark, dank. People were like curling their nose when I wore it. I only sprayed it twice. So if you ever get a chance and you want to smell somber, depressing, gothic, get Dark Lord. Next fragrance is called 1 Million Parfum. It's got cinnamon, tobacco, and leather. However, they don't list tobacco on most of the sites because the actual note is called labdanum, which produces a resinous type smoky scent. Along with that, now the 1 Million Parfum is more intense. If you want to smell like it cheaper, get the 1 Million Eau de Toilette. It's a lot cheaper. The next fragrance is called Mancera's Red Tobacco, which is cinnamon, saffron, and tobacco. It's sweet, it's spicy, it's smoky. It does have some mass appeal. It's very masculine. I wouldn't consider it a blind buy it if you don't like stuff like that. I did find this fragrance that is similar to it. It's called Sir Al Malika by Latafa. This fragrance doesn't have that oomph to it, but it does have the sweet cinnamon vibe going on, and it lasts long. It's kind of unknown, but then I did find this. Check this out. I haven't even tried it. I just got it. Red Tobacco versus this one, which is called EMIR's Wild and Tobacco. I'll just go ahead and give it a spray on camera, shall I? And let you know. Oh, it's not bad. It smells very similar. Not as much of the depth and punch as Mancera, but hey, this was like $25 or $30, and this is $180. That's a good dupe for that. Next fragrance we're going to have is the bonus question. I really want to help some of the new viewers on here, so if you could just tell them in the comments below, would you recommend as a strong room filling fragrance for a beginner? Because oftentimes very complex fragrance like this CARLISLE we're about to talk about, like this SAUVAGE we're about to talk about, they can't wear that because they're not used to it. They're used to blue light fragrances like Nautica Voyage. So what would you recommend? Here's what I would recommend as a room filling, long lasting fragrance. Layton, which could be air, or you could find something called Percival. Those are two expensive fragrances. And then a little cheaper one you would get is EROS for a beginner. Those are 3 beginner room filling fragrances. Moving on with the video, we have Parfums de Marly Carlisle, one of the longest lasting, strongest, biggest, nuclear, strongest projecting fragrances that you can get. It's got vanilla, apple, and patchouli. And I just got this in and I just sprayed it on a card. It's called Barouge Perlador, and I was skeptical at first because I had smelled it 2 years ago when they first came out, and I guess it hadn't macerated. It was too new, and now it smells very close to this. And again, not as depth and rich, but I believe this is $300, and this can be found for less than $100. The biggest, strongest, most up-to-date, coolest brand you can buy that's a room filler fragrance is called DIOR Sauvage ELIXIR. Bottom line, they're $180, and it sprays it out in perfect amount so you don't waste your fragrance. It's like a pressurized sprayer. You'll never waste it. It's great. If you want to smell like this cheaper, 14 hours lasting, get this one, La Tapa Asad. 6 hours lasting. If you want a very cheap fragrance that just projects well, it's like 10 or 12 bucks, like an aquatic, like an Acqua di Gio, I would recommend you get Just For Me Men. If you want to smell like saffron, jasmine, fir resins, you must get this super huge, long-lasting compliment getting. Both men or women can wear it. It's called the Untold. Click right here for more information.